Yeah, so we're going to kind of jump over to how we do a little bit more about the nutritional side of things and how that's important, and also just a little bit about how we do it and why it's successful, and why ultimately, really, you know, if you're not working with us, then hurry up, guys, you know. So Greg, I'm going to get you to kind of talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, perfect. So when it comes to nutrition, guys, what we normally look to do is, when you first come into the facility, we do offer wellness evaluations, which are a nutrition-based evaluation, sitting you down, just having a wee chat about what it is that you're doing wrong, nutrition-wise, that's not taking you that step forward in your goals for exercise. And there's one phrase that comes down to mind, and then that is 80% is made nutrition, 20% exercise. Scrap that. We normally look to go 100% nutrition, 100% exercise, and just putting your mind totally into it. Because if you don't, you're not going to get where you want to be.
Absolutely.
Yeah? Does that make perfect sense, guys? Yeah? So that's what I would look at. And also, when it comes down to looking at your nutrition, you're going to see massive changes in your body, especially if you're doing it the correct way. We have a few different strategies in place here at JAM that I think are fantastic, and you're going to benefit from them massively. One is obviously the JAM cookbook, which you can see just in front of us, my lovely assistant, which has a lot of different recipes that's going to target fat burning, energy boosting, detox, as well as improving your strength and endurance through the different phases of your training that you're going through. So that's a wee bit about the JAM cookbook, so look into that. As well as, we also do now a lean greens, and your lean greens is basically your 5 a day in one shake. Yeah, so that's probably the best explanation of that I can probably give. You have one of those a day in a month, your body's going to be loving it, it's going to be getting rid of all your toxins, it's going to be improving your lifestyle and just making you feel 100 times better. And if you're exercising on top of that, as well as your nutrition, your body should change, but it's all down to how you dedicate yourself to your nutrition. Because people will come in and see us and we ask them to fill out a nutrition log, and it comes back that they're eating this as their snacks, they're having this as one meal a day, or they're looking at all the different sort of diet plans that are out there. And yeah, going on my behalf, some of the diets that are out there, not for me, and I'm not going to name any names. I'll keep that in myself, but you guys need to now realise that eating more, or not eating more necessarily, but eating enough is actually fueling your body and benefiting you more than depriving it of its main nutrients, such as obviously your carbohydrates, your fats and your proteins. You need to get a good balance of that in there. What I will say is, you need to make sure that you're keeping track of it. Yeah, because when it comes down to your nutrition, a lot of people lose sight of what they're actually eating and need to reel that back in and obviously look at it. So I don't know if any of you guys have got any input on the nutrition side of things.
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, as you probably saw from the reaction from all three of us when Greg started mentioning about, you know, some of these diet plans that are out there, I think you can tell we're not fans. But there's a reason why, guys, and the fundamental truth about all these diet plans that are out there, and you know the ones that I'm talking about, because chances are you've either, you know, flirted with the idea of doing one, or you've done about 3 or 4 and got 5 t-shirts. But the fundamental truth about all these programs, guys, is they just give you the products, they give you the plan, and they send you home and say, have fun, see you next week, hop on the scales. You don't get the support, you don't get, you know, what is essential. And the essential part is education.
Yeah.
You don't get the education on how to change. Alright? Because let's be honest, if you're sitting on the other side of this video and you have a weight issue, alright, then your habits, your choices, your eating habits, everything that you are doing has got you to where you are. Alright? Continuing the way that you are doing, nothing is going to change. So you can go onto these plans, you'll lose weight, you'll buy the foods, you'll buy the packaging, and yeah, you might feel great for a while. but that will end unless you are able to find out why you got into the position that you are in the first place, and that you can put things into place that will stop that from happening.
Or long-term change rather than short-term, so looking for a solution rather than just an instant remedy.
Which leads in to obviously all your other aspects of your lifestyle.
Yeah, and I think, you know, not that I'm belittling what the physical conditioning side of things can do and what the nutritional side of things can do. You will get results if you commit fully to, you know, the physical side and the nutritional side.
Definitely.
But unless you are able to change some of the things that impact on your life, then nothing's going to change. You can work out 5 days a week, 2 times a day. You can get all the right food. You can eat so ridiculously well, but still feel awful. Alright? And what I mean by that, guys, is, and you know, I'm not trying to, you know, like point fingers or anything like that, but sometimes you do need to have a good gut check. You need to have a good, hard look in the mirror and think about the things that you don't necessarily want to think about. Because let's be honest, guys, those are the things that are going to stop you from achieving success. It's those things that are buried deep down that are going to stop you. Alright? And I think that's one of the things that really kind of set us apart when we think of the difference between a personal trainer and a coach. We will challenge you on those things.
Yeah, definitely.
Alright? But not only will we challenge you, we'll help build you back up.
Change as well.
Yeah, alright? Behavioural change, which is effectively what we're looking at trying to help you guys with, doesn't happen in days. It doesn't even happen in weeks. For some people it will take months. For others it might even take years. Now, I'm not saying that you have to be one of our clients for month on month, year on year. But I tell you what you do need to do. You need to spend a little bit of time chatting with us to find out what your plan is. Because right now, your plan's not working. Because if it was, you wouldn't be watching this video. Alright? So what you need to do, guys, you need to reach out to us. Alright? And I'm going to use a cheesy line here, alright? It's a BT one. It's good to talk. Alright? But not only is it good to talk, it's free to talk. All you need to do is reach out, 15-minute appointment, no charge, and then we'll take things from there. Alright? But I'm going to leave that one to kind of ferment around in your head a little bit. Think about what it is that we're doing, and if it sounds like something that you want to be a part of, if it sounds like this is what you have been looking for,
come see us.
Absolutely, reach out. Alright? We'll see you again, guys. Bye now.
See ya.
Can I sign